Do you ever find your mind racing, caught in a loop of what-ifs and worries? Perhaps you replay past conversations, second-guess your decisions, or feel overwhelmed by all the things that might go wrong in the future. This endless cycle of overthinking can be exhausting. It steals your peace, drains your energy, and often leaves you feeling more anxious than when you started. It's like being stuck in mental quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. But what if I told you there was a way to quiet that inner noise, to reclaim your mental space, and find a genuine sense of calm, even when the world around you feels chaotic? What if the key wasn't some complicated modern technique, but an ancient secret, a single, powerful idea from a philosopher who lived nearly 2,000 years ago? Epictetus was a fascinating figure of ancient Stoic philosophy, born a slave in the Roman Empire, who eventually gained his freedom and became a revered teacher. His wisdom wasn't born in ivory towers or quiet libraries, but forged in the crucible of hardship. And because of this, his philosophy is incredibly practical, down-to-earth, and focused on how to live a good, resilient life, no matter your circumstances. The ancient secret Epictetus shared, the single thought that can dramatically reduce overthinking, is often called the dichotomy of control. It sounds a bit formal, but the idea itself is beautifully simple. Epictetus taught that in life, everything we encounter can be divided into two distinct categories: things that are within our complete control, and things that are not within our complete control. That's it, just two boxes. So what falls into these two categories? According to Epictetus, the things within our complete control are very specific. They are our own inner world, our thoughts, our judgments, our opinions, our choices, our desires, our aversions, and the actions we decide to take. Essentially, it's how we choose to respond to the world, the effort we put in, and the principles we decide to live by. For example, whether you choose to be kind to someone who is rude to you, that's in your control. The amount of effort you dedicate to studying for an exam, that's in your control. The opinion you form about a rainy day, that's in your control. Now, what about the things not within our complete control? Well, according to Epictetus, this category includes pretty much everything else. This means external events, the weather, the economy, traffic. It includes other people, their opinions of you, their actions, whether they like you or not. It includes your body in many respects, your height, your natural predispositions to certain illnesses, the fact that you will age. It includes your reputation, your possessions, and ultimately outcomes in the future and events that have already happened in the past. You can influence some of these, perhaps, but you cannot completely control them. For instance, you can study hard, your control, but you can't completely control whether you get the top grade. External factors play a part. You can be a good friend, your control, but you can't control whether someone reciprocates that friendship, their control. Understanding this distinction, truly internalizing it, is the ancient secret to a calmer mind. Why is this single thought so incredibly powerful? When you consistently remind yourself of this dichotomy of control, several amazing things begin to happen. Firstly, it drastically reduces anxiety and worry. Most of our overthinking, if you really examine it, is spent on things outside of our control. We worry about what others think, about future uncertainties, about past mistakes. When you realize these things are fundamentally not up to you, you can start to let go of the futile effort to control them, and the anxiety attached to that effort naturally lessens. Secondly, it conserves your precious mental and emotional energy. Imagine how much energy you spend each day stressing about things you can't change. By focusing only on what is in your control, your own thoughts and actions, you redirect all that wasted energy into productive, meaningful efforts. Thirdly, it empowers you. This might sound counterintuitive. How can accepting you don't have control be empowering? But true empowerment comes from understanding where your real power lies. Your power lies in your responses, your choices, your character. Focusing on these aspects builds inner strength and resilience. And finally, all of this leads to greater peace of mind. When you're not constantly battling things outside your control, your mind becomes clearer, calmer, and more focused on the present moment and your own constructive actions. So, how can you start applying this ancient secret to your daily life, especially when you find yourself caught in a spiral of overthinking? Here are 3 simple steps. Step 1. Pause and identify. The moment you feel that familiar churn of anxiety or notice your thoughts starting to race, take a brief pause. Ask yourself, what specifically am I overthinking or worrying about right now? Try to pinpoint the exact concern. Step 2. Ask the crucial question. Once you've identified the worry, ask yourself Epictetus's crucial question. Is this something that is truly and completely within my control? Or is it something that is not within my complete control? Be honest with yourself. Step 3. Shift your focus. If your answer is that the situation or outcome is not within your complete control, which it often will be, consciously practice letting go of your need to dictate it. This doesn't mean you have to like the situation, but you accept its reality and that it's outside your direct command. Then, ask yourself, is there any aspect of my response to this that is within my control? Perhaps you can't control a looming deadline set by your boss, but you can control how you organize your time today to work on it, or your choice to communicate proactively if you're struggling. If the concern, or at least your direct actions related to it, are within your control, then dedicate all your mental energy to that. Focus on your effort, your choices, your attitude, and the actions you can take right now. Let's take an example. Say you're overthinking an upcoming presentation. You're worried people won't like it or that you'll stumble over your words. Pause. Identify the worry. People might judge my presentation negatively. Ask the crucial question, is their judgment completely within my control? No. Is whether I stumble completely within my control? Not entirely. Nervousness can happen. Shift focus. What is in your control? The effort you put into preparing. Practicing your delivery. The mindset you adopt before you begin. Focusing on clearly explaining your points. So, you dedicate your energy to these controllable aspects and let go of the uncontrollable outcome of everyone's absolute approval. Now, a quick clarification. Embracing the dichotomy of control doesn't mean becoming passive, apathetic, or giving up on your goals. It's not about shrugging your shoulders and saying, I can't control anything, so why bother? Quite the opposite. It's about being incredibly smart and strategic with your energy. It's about distinguishing between fruitful effort and futile worry. It is the art of wise action, not inaction. There will be times you forget, times you slip back into worrying about the uncontrollable. That's okay. Gently bring yourself back to the distinction. What is up to me, and what is not? By focusing your precious energy on your own thoughts, choices, and actions, you reclaim your inner peace one moment, one thought at a time. You begin to build what the Stoics called an inner citadel, a fortress of tranquility within yourself, unshaken by the unpredictable storms of the external world. This is the enduring gift of this single ancient thought. The power to stop overthinking and find that calmer mind has been within you all along.